everyone, good evening to all of you. I am Pratibha and today we will talk about Michael Ondaatje. In this video, we will discuss his biography, like when he was born, where he was born, and also his important works in detail. So, if you are preparing for any kind of examination related to English literature, whether it is UGC NET exam, any state assistant professor exam, or SAT exam, this video is definitely going to be helpful for you. So, make sure that you watch this video till the end. And if you are new here, then don't forget to subscribe to this channel and click the bell icon so that you never miss any notification from this channel. Now let us begin our discussion on Michael Ondaatje. Let us first look at the basic biographical details of Michael Ondaatje. His full name is Philip Michael Ondaatje. He was born on 12 September 1943 in Colombo, Sri Lanka. Later in his life, he moved to England. After that, he finally settled in Canada. This movement from Sri Lanka to England and then Canada is very important because it influenced his writing. That is why themes like identity, displacement, and belonging appear again and again in his works. Now let us talk about his major awards. In 1992, he won the Booker Prize for the novel The English Patient. Later in 2018, the same novel won the Golden Booker Prize, which was given to the best Booker Prize winning novel of the last 50 years. He has also received the Governors General's Award multiple times. This is one of Canada's most prestigious literary awards. Then in 2000, he received the Giller Prize for his novel Anil's Ghost. And finally, he was honored with the Order of Canada, which is one of the highest civilian honors in Canada. This shows his importance not only as a writer but also as a national literary figure. So, overall, we can clearly see that Michael Ondaatje is not just an ordinary writer, he is a globally recognized and highly awarded literary figure. Now, let us talk about his important works. The Dainty Monster, which was published in the year 1967. This is one of his early poetry collections. In this book, he writes about deep feelings and confused emotions. Even in his early work, we see that he is interested in identity and the human mind. The next novel by Ondaatje is The Collected Works of Billy the Kid, published in the year 1970. This book is about a criminal named Billy the Kid. But Ondaatje does not show him only as a bad person. He shows his loneliness and emotional side. The main idea is that history sometimes turns people into legends, but real human beings are more complex than the stories told about them. So, this novel is based on the themes of violence and innocence, myth making and historical truth, fragmented identity, loneliness and alienation, the psychology of crime. This novel also got the Governor General's Award. Next, we have Coming Through Slaughter, published in the year 1976. This novel is about a jazz musician, Buddy Bolden, who is very talented. However, slowly he becomes mentally unstable. Through this story, Ondaatje shows that great talent can sometimes bring loneliness and emotional suffering. So, this novel connects art and mental struggle. And this novel, based on the themes of art and madness, isolation of the artist, fragmented identity, memory, and history. The next novel by the writer Ondaatje is Running in the Family, published in the year 1982. This novel is a semi autobiographical memoir. This book is about the writer's own family in Sri Lanka. He tries to understand his father and his family background, but he also shows that memory is not always perfect. Sometimes we mix truth and imagination. So, this book teaches us that identity is shaped by memory. And this novel is based on the themes of memory and imagination, identity and belonging, colonial and post colonial experience, family and mythology. Now, let us move to one of his important novels, In the Skin of a Lion, published in 1987. This is a historical novel set in early 20th century Toronto. The story focuses on the lives of immigrant workers who helped build the city but were never properly recognized in official history. The central character of the novel is Patrick Levis. He grows up in rural Ontario. After the death of his father, he moved to Toronto in search of meaning, purpose, and belonging. In the beginning, Patrick feels lost and disconnected from the city, but gradually he becomes involved in the lives of immigrant workers and begins to understand their struggles. One of the important ideas of this novel is immigrant identity. This novel shows how immigrants worked in dangerous conditions to build bridges, tunnels, buildings, but their names were forgotten. Another important theme is love and human connection. Through relationships, Patrick slowly finds emotional understanding and purpose. So overall, this novel tells us that history often forgets ordinary people. Ondatse gives voice to those silent workers and shows that they are also an important part of national history. Now let us move to Michael Ondatse's most famous novel, The English Patient, published in the year 1992. This is his most widely acclaimed work. It is set during World War II in an abandoned Italian villa at the end of the war. Four characters stay there together away from the outside world. The first character is the English patient himself. He is severely burned man, and no one can clearly identify him. His burned body becomes very important in the novel because it represents lost identity. The second character is Hannah, a Canadian nurse who takes care of him. She is emotionally tired because of the war. The third character is Caravaggio, who is a thief and a spy. He has also suffered because of the war. The fourth character is Kip, a Sikh bomb diffuser. He represents the colonial soldier who fights in a war that is not truly his own. Now, let us talk about the themes that this novel is based on the themes of love and betrayal, war and destruction, identity and anonymity, and national boundaries. Apart from it, the novel won the Booker Prize in 1992. Later in 2018, it also won the Golden Booker Prize, which was given to the best Booker Prize winning novel of the last 50 years. So, overall, this novel is not just a war story, it is a deep exploration of love, memory, identity, and effects of war on human life. The next novel by Ondatse is Anil's Ghost, published in the year 2000. This novel is set during the Sri Lankan Civil War. The story follows Anil Tisera, who is a Sri Lankan born forensic anthropologist. He has been living abroad for many years, but she returns to Sri Lanka for an official investigation. Her job is to examine human skeletons and find out the truth behind political murders. However, the situation in the country is very tense and dangerous. The government does not want the truth to come out. Many people are afraid to speak, so Anil faces many difficulties while trying to uncover the truth. This novel is based on the themes of political violence, truth versus power, trauma and silence, and moral responsibility. So, overall, Anil's Ghost is not just a political novel, it is a serious reflection on truth, justice, fear, and moral courage in times of war. Now let us move to Divisadero, published in 2007. First, let us understand the title. The word Divisadero means division or distance. Okay. This meaning is very important because the novel talks about emotional and physical separation. The story mainly focuses on three young people, Anna, Claire, and Coop. They grow up together, but one violent incident changes their lives completely and separates them. The novel shows how relationships break and how people move in different directions. The main themes are fragmented relationships, memory, storytelling, emotional distance, identity, and loss. So, here the writer shows that when people experience loss, it shapes their identity. Also, memory plays an important role in understanding the past. So, overall, D.V. Sidero is about separation, emotional pain, and how people try to rebuild their lives after loss. Now, come to his later novel, Warlight, published in the year 2018. This novel is set in post World War II in London. The story is narrated by Nathaniel, who remembers his teenage years. As a child, he and his sisters are left in the care of mysterious guardians when their parents disappear. At that time, they do not understand what is happening. Later, as adults, they slowly discover that their parents were involved in secret intelligence work during and after the war. Apart from this brief story, the novel is based on the themes of memory and reconstruction and post war trauma. So, this novel again focuses on memory, secrecy, and the long lasting effects of war. So, this is the last slide. So, let us quickly revise what we have studied till now. We have talked about Michael Ondaatje, like he was born in Sri Lanka in 1943, then settled in Canada. He was awarded the Booker Prize in 1992 for the English Patient and all the other important awards that he has received till now. Then we talked about the important works, Dainty Monster, one of Ondaatje's early poetry collections, collected works of Billy the Kid, published in the year 1970, Coming Through Slaughter, published in the year 1976, Running in the Family, In the Skin of a Lion, The English Patient, which won the Booker Prize in 1992, Anil's Ghost, Divisadero, and Warlight. So here is the question for you. The title Divisadero most directly suggests A. National unity, B. Political revolution, C. Division and distance, D. Religious harmony. So you have to tell me in the comment section down below that what should be the answer of this question. So that's all for today. If you have any query or if you have any kind of suggestion, do let me know in the comment section. I will meet soon in the next video. Thank you.